It's Forms of Faith, and I'm back with another dream.
And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, I will pour out of my Spirit upon all flesh. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my Spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before that great and notable day of the Lord come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved.
In today's dream, we're gonna go back, way back. So I'm 29, and I had this dream when I was 15. And in this dream, I was falling into hell. And it goes like this. So in front of me was these double doors. And when I walked in, it was like a lounge. But when I walked in, it was my adult self. And I had this worldly demeanor about me, very worldly. I was exuding it. I felt it from the dream. I can still feel it now, how I was. And it was a lounge. It wasn't really like too much going on, but in the front of me was a bar. And everything in this lounge looked very futuristic. It had like LED lighting everywhere, and it was just extremely nice, very upscale. So when I sat down to the bar, I remember noticing how the bar had like this shattered glass effect with like the LED light running through it. And I don't remember even walking up or taking a seat, but I know I was just sitting down at the bar. And to the left side of me, this man just sat down. And we didn't say anything and pay any attention. Maybe like, somebody just pulling up a chair. But not too long after him taking his seat, he began to speak. And the words were, he's going to open the door. And when he opened the door, when he crosses his foot over the threshold, the ground is going to crack. And it's going to crack. And you're going to fall. So as soon as that last word rolled from his lips, okay? Now, mind you, even though this man was talking, I didn't like look at him, get a glimpse of him or anything. It's like I was like tunnel vision. But I did hear him speak. And not too long after the last word rolled off of his tongue, the doors open. And in walks this man with this same energy that I had worldly. It was immediately identified. And he had on this blue sapphire suit, and the suit was so shiny, it's as if the color was alive. And as soon as he crossed his foot in the place, the ground cracked, right underneath where I was. And I fell back. And as soon as I fell back, I felt so alone. I felt like this was it. It's over. Like it was so dark. The darkness was like an entity falling into itself. Like it was so loud. The darkness, it was loud itself. And it was beyond the color black. It was just so void. And shortly after falling, that same man who was sitting next to me, who told me everything that was going to happen, reached down and he caught me. And when he caught me, soon as holding me, I'm just dangling still in the darkness, still in the midst of my fall. And he's where the crack is, and I'm looking up to him, eye to eye. He doesn't speak physically by his mouth, but holding my hand, the words begin to, I could see them moving in my veins in my hand. And he said that you didn't believe in me. You didn't trust in me. You did not. And it was word after word after word after word of everything that I have done that was against me doing it was just basically me doing what I wanted to do and not doing God's will. And he told me, you didn't trust me. You didn't believe in me. You doubted me. And it was just downloading into me in my hand. I'd seen the words as he was holding, like, feed into my veins. And I woke up. That was when I was 15 years old. And let me tell you, that dream has so much truth, because before I am where I am today, I have had numerous of dreams. I never told them. God has told me to tell what he has shown me in my dreams. I finally now established my page and put those dreams out. But I've been disobedient to the max. Totally a lover of myself, seeking out a career in modeling, 24 hours of the day taking pictures. Only thing I was consumed with was myself, how I looked, how I dressed, everything. The same way I was at 15 years old when I dreamed that of my grown adult self in the future was the exact way I had formed into being. And that was dragging me straight to hell. So I have finally opened my eyes to God's warning, and I have heeded to them finally. I have totally turned around my ways of being, because I'm not trying to go to hell, because the Lord showed me at 15, this is where you going, because I already know your path, girl, and what you're going to do, and that's going to lead me far away from you. But he is so good because he told me everything. He didn't tell me he was going to catch me, but he told me everything. He was right there, and he caught me, because while I still have a chance, it's still for him to catch me and prevent me from going there. So this is a personal dream of mine, but I'm sharing it to everybody because it is relatable. That's what he's doing with all of these dreams, these visions, people eyes being open, able to see the world for what it is and put it out there for everybody else. This is what he's doing so that he can catch you before your eternity winds up in total damnation. He's trying to catch us while we in that fall. He's trying to catch us. So I'm sharing that dream, even though it does wager on the behalf of being personal, but it's still for me to let people know this is what God is doing with all of us, with everything, all around. So the last thing the Lord wants us to do is perish. The last thing, and I've just grasped the concept that he set up all these stumbling blocks and obstacles, and sometimes it seemed like, it's something bad, but it's not. It's just that God be wanting us to slow down so that we can be able to give time to what matters most, because everything is getting ready to pass us. Everything, the shell, houses, cars, life itself, everything is on the brink of passing us. And the only thing that's going to be able to withstand is our relationship, our faith, our belief system in Jesus Christ. So there it is. That's my dream of hell. And it's a real place that Jesus is trying to avoid all of us from going.
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Thy word is very pure, therefore thy servant loveth it. Thy word have I hid in mine heart, that I might not sin against thee. This is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word hath quickened me. Let, I pray thee, thy merciful kindness be for my comfort, according to thy word unto thy servant. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. Faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein. For the time is at hand.